Alright, what's going on, YouTube? This is Alec back again with another action figure, or action figures, I should say, review. Today I have two very pricey, more on the adult collectible side of action figures. The Episode 1 Darth Maul and Obi-Wan Kenobi SH Figuarts action figures. These have been very sought after. I had the Black Series figures of both. I had the Archive of Maul and then the Black Series of the Padawan Obi-Wan. And when I saw the SH Figuarts online, I just had to have them myself. So as far as packaging goes, these figures are very, very nice, very conservative on the packaging, very slim, very small, very compact. It's not too much packaging like on some figures. It seems like some, for example, the Diamond Select figures have a shit ton of packaging, and I guess it doesn't really account for SH Figuarts, but I do like this packaging. Most people have already seen these type of reviews, or reviews on this figure at least, and that's fine with me, you know, as long as I have something to do with these figures. I just like showing them off and showing how I'd pose them and everything. But yeah, here's the back of it, the side of Darth Maul's. One interesting thing though is I received Darth Maul, and he has this sticker, this Tamashii Nation's quality sticker on it, the quality assurance sticker, and Obi-Wan did not. So I mean, I wasn't terrified that he wasn't gonna have his, or he wasn't gonna be an official figure, but you know, I took him out of the package and made sure everything was all good, and obviously he is. This one I received on Mercari for $43. I had some balance on there, some credits to get $20 off, and then I had a coupon for an item I had to get returned, because the first figure I originally ordered was a knockoff, and the guy didn't make that clear, so, and he didn't know either apparently, so I had to send it back to him. But I got my money back for that and instead spent it on this one, so I got this one for about half price, which is really awesome considering he's about $80 right now. I'm pretty sure he was probably the same price retail, and the Obi-Wan I got for $60. I got a pretty good price on that one from OfferUp. So, you know, pretty decent for SH Figuarts, especially these figures here, because they are in fact incredible. And of course, like any other nerd, I had to open them up and look at them and play with them as soon as I got them. So they are already opened, but I decided to pack them back up for you guys so we could do this review. A couple differences between the, you can see that this one has the blue Bandai symbol and this one has the red. This one has the Japanese symbols, and this one has the Japanese symbols, but it says Episode 1 next to it. The Darth Maul box is a little bit taller than the Obi-Wan, but besides that, these figures are incredible. I'm going to get to opening them right now. So I'm going to start off with Obi-Wan. Actually, I'll do one at a time, just so you know it's not like too much at one time. One thing I gripe about these SH Figuarts packaging is how this little flap right here gets stuck and kind of creases that little metallic or that chrome reflective material there. And it kind of bothers me, you know, I guess as a collector and having the boxes. I mean, it's not like I keep them in the boxes, but I just wish this was more straight. I didn't have to bend it down here at the middle just to pull it out. But so simple. You just pull it out of the box, and you can see the instruction sheet right here in the back. Just put this to the side. Hold it. Here's the figure itself, all the contents. You gotta be kind of careful opening these up, since it has like a really like a snappy. It snaps to the bottom half. You know, it's very easy to pop it off and lose all the pieces. They come flying out. So here's all the contents. Stand over here. It comes with 6 pairs of hands. 2 open ones, which are very detailed, nails and everything. He comes with lightsaber wielding hands. And one thing I've noticed about these is, you know, pegging them in, the peg hole is like in the thumb here. So you have to insert it at an angle, and it can be quite difficult with these SH Figuarts wrist pegs. They're not very strong, I guess. I mean, they're pretty sturdy, but I feel like they could be very easily broken if not put in with care. So there's two of those, and then he has his signature defense hand symbol. You know, where he points the two fingers, like he's gonna poke your eyes out. I'll say peace. And then he has a regular force hand, just one of these, which is pretty cool. And then he comes with his lightsaber, the Legacy lightsaber, which is very nicely detailed. Silver, red button painted, no really paint splotches or anything. The saber is obviously blue, and the pommel here. So he comes with two saber hilts, but this one here is actually attached to the blade. And to get the saber in his hand, or in his saber holding hand, you have to pull this pommel out here, and push this through the top. And then so you really want to be careful not to lose this little tiny pommel piece, because that is quite vital in getting it back onto his hand, or getting it onto his hand and keeping it there. And there is like a little ridge on this. It's sculpted away so that it has one little flat piece that you have to connect it to, like so. And then he becomes with Qui-Gon's saber. So you know, if you want to get that Darth Maul pose where he's getting chopped in half. Spoiler alert for anybody who hasn't been keeping up with the times for the past 30-40 years, which is very nicely detailed, of course. And then it comes with an alternate head sculpt, the more intense angry Obi-Wan, and the likeness to Ewan McGregor is very incredible. And I mean, the sculpt on here is amazing, and because there's a long Padawan braid here, and then his hair here has like a golden sheen to the back of it, which looks fine. It doesn't completely ruin the figure. Some people complain about it, but I think it looks great altogether. I mean, that likeness is incredible. Let's see if I can get it to focus here a little bit closer. It looks like it doesn't want to. And then the figure himself. Yeah, this one. Here's his neutral face. Kind of looks like he's got an attitude or something. But it looks really good. Same gold sheen on his hair. The figure itself looks great, and you can see here, here's his last accessory he comes with. He comes with the saber hilt. There's nothing on the top, so it's got this peg on the side, so it's just meant for pegging here on his belt, which looks really great if you want him just sitting or standing, you know, learning from Obi-Wan or in the Jedi Council. But in terms of the figure itself, the sculpt and everything is incredible on it. The tunic itself, it's like a soft plastic, especially down here on the skirt. So if you pose him around, he has a lot of flexibility and stuff. And of course, you want to be careful not to lose this either. So I'm gonna put this to the side. You know, the tunic looks really good on the arms as well. In the back, it's got incredible creases and stuff sculpted in there, and the belt itself is really nice. Lots of attention to detail here. It would be cool if they kind of specified what any of these do, like these little capsules here. Maybe it's the little air capsules that he takes on Naboo to go down to the Gungan city. A couple pouches, all great sculpts. And then on the legs here, it's a darker paint color. The sculpts look great, nice wrinkles. Two big ball joints right here. It's not the biggest gripe of mine, but. And then the boots look great. Good sculpt on those. So yeah, so all together, man, I mean, for $60, is an incredible figure. Very glad I upgraded to this one as opposed to the Black Series. But let's get to his articulation. As for his head, it goes up and down, and he has a little neck joint on the right down there. You can see it kind of allows him to move forward a little bit. It goes at the 360. It's a ball joint, I believe. So left and right, forward and back. Let's see here. Arm joints can go up a good amount. Can go 360 all the way. I think it's kind of a butterfly joint on the inside. You can see in there. And it's kind of moving. Got a bicep swivel. I think it's a single joint elbow. You know, it's kind of limited due to the tunic. However, you can. There's an elbow swivel as well, so you can twist this around. And if you try to bend it back, you won't be able to. You see this little limitation here. That's fine. You can just push it back over. Make sure it's tucked under the sleeve right here, and then pull it back down. And then he has the ball peg wrist joint. You can go up and down, do 360s, and you know it can go all the way around. For waist, he has a crunch. You can go back about this far. I think you can twist all the way around, but I don't want to test it just because I don't want to break him or anything. Yeah, he does. Anyways, I'll just do it, I guess. And then he has a waist joint also, so you know you can get some pretty gnarly posing with that. His thighs or his hip joints go all the way up. They go kind of back, but not really. They don't go straight back. They go off to the side here a little bit. I guess there's some limitations right here on the inside that don't allow him to go all the way back. Double jointed knee. I think it's, oh no, it's just a single joint. Yeah. Kind of a knee swivel. You can kind of turn his knee a little bit. Not really. No boot swivel. Ankle joint. Ankle pivot. Goes up and down. Not terribly far. It's kind of limited due to the boot. Toe joint. Obviously goes up and down. Yeah, this one goes a full 360, but you know what I mean. So yeah, his articulation is really good. Oh, it looks like his tunic got caught up here. His articulation is really good. The whole figure, you know, as a whole, it really blows it out of the water. The Black Series, I mean, for $30 more, or I guess $40 more, as opposed to the Black Series retail. This one's actually really nice figure. I'm glad I upgraded. So that's it for his figure. I'm gonna put him to the side and get to Darth Maul now. I'll try to make it a little bit quicker so I don't keep you guys too long, because I want to show you guys some poses at the end with both of them. And I do have a Qui-Gon Black Series on the side to show you guys some of the poses I have for them, giving a little more immersion, I guess. We're gonna switch out these right here, actually, for the head sculpts, and you can see that one looks really good on him too. All right, let's go to Darth Maul. All right, so for Darth Maul, it's the same procedure, opening up from the side here. Now, when I was opening him, I did a little bit more damage than I did with Obi-Wan, which is kind of unfortunate. However, I was very anxious to pull this motherfucker out, and so I damaged it a tiny bit. As you can see, he comes out real nice, and here is the instruction manual. I didn't look at Obi-Wan's, but who reads these anyways? I'm just playing. I'm gonna set him to the side, close him back up. Here's the package itself. Now, same thing with Obi-Wan. You want to be careful opening this up so your pieces don't come flying out. And I do think he has more accessories than Obi-Wan's, so you are going to want to be careful. So here's how he comes in the packaging. Like I said, very minimal, but very nice. A couple of plastic covering his top part when he comes out, and as you can see, comes with a ton of accessories. He comes with 2 lightsaber holding hands for his double-sided blade, like most people know. There's not much to them. They're sculpted nice, but they're just all black, so there's not much to look for there. And then he has a couple of these, he has 2 of these angled lightsaber holding hands, and they're like I said, angled so that he can hold it kind of like so it's more aligned to his body when he's posed a certain way. And then he has two of these, I guess, force hands. They're just open hands, which are pretty basic but nicely sculpted. And then he comes with both of his lightsabers. Now these right here don't connect. I guess it's, you know, it's meant for just him holding his sabers by themselves when he's doing just the single lightsaber. But, you know, for a Darth Maul saber, I feel like, to me at least, that these it just doesn't look right when it's just a single blade. It just needs to be connected. It would be cool if you could have had them so that they connect, but I can see why they went with this way. But the design, the paint on them and the sculpt is very, very nice, very detailed. On the knockoff I received, there's black splotches all over this place, and I mean, they weren't bad. The paint wasn't bad, but I think this part right here in the emitter was really painted bad, and so that's how I knew immediately it was a knockoff. Also, didn't help the fact that when I pulled Darth Maul out, his bottom half just fell off, and the guy tried to claim that I broke it, but what can you do, you know? So anyways, so if you want the double blade, you can just pull these blade pieces out right here. They come out very easy. And then his double-sided saber hilt comes in one piece. I like that they did it this way because of the fact that, you know, on the Archive series, Darth Maul, it comes split in part, and when that happens, you know, both of the plastic pieces start to bend, and you know, that's never good. It always looks goofy when his saber's kind of lopsided. But with these, you know, plug these in, and they're very streamlined, and it looks great. Very fantastic. It's gonna set that blade right there. He comes with his second head sculpt, which is more of a angry, you know, menacing type of head sculpt. Yeah, and you can see he's exposing his teeth there. Almost like a gold color, just like some sharp teeth. Something of that sort, but it looks really good. The head sculpt, it's painted very nice, and the horns on him are actually pretty sharp, so you want to be careful switching these out. Like, you might poke yourself real hard. Nothing to puncture your skin, but it'll hurt a little bit. But the sculpt on this one's really good too, and you can see this Ray Park's earring on the side. On the knockoff, it did not have that earring. Okay. So I'll set that right there. And for the figure himself, very obviously, like Obi-Wan, he's a very well sculpted figure. Here's his neutral face. Probably wouldn't help doing this on the black table, but his neutral face looks really nice. The sculpt on that one's really good. And then we have the earring right there. But for the figure himself, you know, he looks fantastic. All the fabric on him, on this tunic, is very well sculpted. But the fact that he's all black is not much to look for, like on Obi-Wan. Even on his belt, just all black, everything. But there is little grooves and stuff on the, it's textured. And the gloves look really nice, and even the hands. The boots as well. But in terms of articulation, it's got a little bit, there we go, get it off. In terms of the articulation, it's almost the same as Obi-Wan's, but not entirely, due to this really long skirt, if you will. It really kind of hinders the leg movement. But his head can move up and down, like so. He has a neck joint as well. It can move left and right, kind of. It can kind of tilt. 360, kind of, but not really. I wouldn't test it to go all the way around, because I think it's really attached to the neck joint here at the bottom, which can really turn. His arm goes out just about this far. It's hindered right here at the little sleeve on the tunic. But his arm can go full 360. There's a butterfly joint in there for sure. You can tell it more than you can on Obi-Wan. A bicep swivel? No, not really. Single joint elbow. No wrist movement here, or at least on the gauntlet. But there is, of course, ball peg movement there. Full 360, up and down, however which way you want it. In terms of torso, he can't really crunch forward all that much. This part right here on the belt is separate to the legs. So the chest is, the legs have a ball point that stand up. And then the belt is a separate piece that goes around that ball joint. And then the top part of the chest, or the torso, pops into that. So there's not much movement there. You could really try, but eventually he's going to pop off. I did that once already. So, you know, he can kind of move forward, kind of lean back, but not really. He can turn to the left and to the right very well. In fact, a full 360 because of that ball joint that connects him at the bottom. His legs, they can't go too far up due to this skirt. I mean, even in the sculpt, it looks like it can go a little bit up, a little bit back. You know, I'm really trying to push the limitations of this thing, but not break it, because it's my only Darth Maul figure. But not terribly too much. Can go out a little bit. I don't think I looked at that on Obi-Wan, but single joint knee can go up a little bit. He can't really kick his own ass. His boot, no movement there, but here in the ankle, there's movement, pivot. A little bit up and down, and a toe joint. So his articulation isn't as good as Obi-Wan's, you know, due to the fact of this skirt, and then, you know, he's got this big chunky legs in the back, and you can see those really big knee joints there. You know, he's got these baggy pants on under here, so he can't really move up and down as well as Obi-Wan, which is fine with me. You know, it's not like you're gonna get him any really crazy outstanding poses, which would be, you know, this Darth Maul, and he has a lot of acrobatics and whatnot, but you know, I can deal with it. Let me put this other head sculpt so you guys can check him out with this one. It's gonna be a little tough because I don't want to stab myself. So what you can do is, what I found you can do is put your hand over, put your hand under your shirt and then push it on from the top, and it'll go on there pretty easy without hurting yourself. And there he is with that head sculpt. So yeah, overall, both of these figures here are incredible. You know, and I'm gonna get to scaling them. Here, I'm gonna get to scaling them both here in a second, and posing them as well. I'm gonna see you're gonna have Obi-Wan kind of already posed. But let me get you guys in some pose shots really quick, and then I'll do the final conclusion. So I forgot to mention one thing. People told me on the subreddit, action figures subreddit on Reddit, to be careful with the wrist joints here on Darth Maul, as they are a little bit tight to pull on and off. These ones here, as you can see, like I'm applying a decent amount of force, and they snap off. You know, it's kind of scary sounding, but you know, it is possible. You just got to be real careful. And one thing I do suggest, also with these hands, if you want to put his saber in his hand, you're going to want to heat it up with a little blow dryer or something, so that you can get it to wrap around the saber hilt itself, because they're a little bit tight and a little bit hard to move when you first get them. So yeah, just a little suggestion. I'm about to do that right now so I can get these poses going. So as you can see, I have Qui-Gon and Obi-Wan standing here next to each other, and then I have Darth Maul here in a little more of a dynamic pose. He's doing a little bit of a flipping and stuff with his double-sided saber here, but he looks really good next to these two. I mean, it's almost bread and butter just seeing these three together. You know, reenacting that scene in The Phantom Menace. Qui-Gon here, he actually scales really well with Obi-Wan. You know, he stands just over, I think, 6 inches, like 6.5 maybe. And I think Obi-Wan here stands at about 5.5 maybe. But they look really good together. Here I'm borrowing a Mezco Blade stand. And you know, if you guys ever want to see that review, I can definitely make one of those. Probably one of my favorite figures of all time that I've ever collected. You know, these ones come a very close second. Very dope figures, man. Just in the dynamic poses you can get them in is really cool. I hope you guys appreciate this review. You know, or whoever's watching this at least. I really do appreciate if you guys take your time to stop by and watch. Understandably, they're pretty long, and I understand if you don't want to watch them, but thanks for those who are watching. Alright, well, I appreciate you guys coming out. Y'all have yourselves a fantastic day.